What up, gamers? Welcome back to another episode of Alchemy Factory. We are in our advanced fertilizer era. We're thriving out here, some could say. Our turquoise, right? Yeah, turquoise here is fully backed up, and it's I just heard my cat bark. Okay. That was a weird noise she just made. She went like, arf. Anyways. We're doing great. I even updated this area over here to have advanced fertilizer, but I increased, because we had a little bit more space over here, to 4 of these guys, which I keep forgetting to use these grid locks in these machines, which, by the way, you can use grid locks in these machines, so you don't, even though we spent a lot of money on this belt, we only have to do that once, and then it only puts 1 log in here for each one, so we're not wasting 2 extra logs per machine that are just going to sit there forever. And this setup is really stackable. It's super modular. Because our top row here is going to have our shrooms, and the bottom one here carries all of our wood to a central location here and just dumps it. At this rate, though, we could be using this amount of wood from at least 4 of these machines to be turned into fuel. You know, so we could get rid of like 2 of these guys probably, and input that line into one of these furnaces. Honestly, probably this one, because it's like right here. Which may not be a terrible idea, but it's also kind of already set up, and wood is so cheap. It's 200 copper, like it's one silver coin will give us 5, right? So, also, speaking of just the money conversion, I got our money thing totally wrong. I was doing like 1,000 silver per gold, I think, in my math before, when I was like, oh, we got 1 gold, but it's it's only 100 silver per gold. So I did another little bank portal here. We're at 13 gold, which is crazy, you know. So we'll just leave that here. That'll be our little money pit, and then our little station here is doing great. We got money backed up on both sides. This side did go down a little bit when I put up all those rotten logs, but we're back up. So this is not bad. I like it. The setup's working, and with the advanced fertilizer, we're like super backed up on vitality potions now. Like we got 400 of them just chilling here in a line that's backed up, which is great, because I know we're gonna have to pull these potions for other things, and I don't know if I want to recreate them. I kind of feel like with this setup right now, we probably could just pull lines or catapult them, you know, where we need them to go. So I'll either catapult or I'll use cannons, you know, in the future. But right now, I'm happy with where they are. The advanced fertilizer comes out here and feeds our vitality potions first, and then gets sent over just to supplement this one nursery for sage here. Because when I was looking at these lines, the flax was doing fine, because all of these were constantly going. But the sage had nothing in it, so I gave advanced fertilizer to the sage, and that one sage is perfectly fine keeping this healing potion thing going. And then I don't think I filmed this at all, but I reorganized the flax part here. It took a little bit of time. In fact, I think I may even need to come back and I'll just grab this now. And moved it away from the wall so we could throw a wall here in the future. I'm going to do the same for this probably off camera. I'm just going to scooch all this stuff down. I think, too, I would like to maybe make the effort to have a more centralized area where I can pick up my goods. Like, say I need more wood or nails or something. Like, I run out of nails all the time because we're using these guys so much. And I have to run over here and grab nails. Not a big deal, but like it'd be kind of cool if we had like a little storage shelf maybe in the future, like back here in the middle of the factory. I also have been thinking about maybe if we squish our shelves down, so you move them more central, like, right? That's less time for them to be walking around in here, and then they grab their items and they leave, which is the goal, right? You know, I don't mind the big openness of it, but I feel like I really don't want them walking this far back for their goods, even though I like how clean our little setup back here is, so that might be something to play with in the future. I've kind of put myself in a weird spot because the entrance is here, right? And I know later on when you upgrade your hammer, I think, you can get rid of this entryway. But they will always come in through this stairway, which is kind of lame. I feel like you should be able to make a new entryway, right? But I guess since they got like the mailbox and stuff, I don't know, just make it all one big thing, you know? But since I only have one spot, one square here, one space, and I don't have anything here, I can't push these guys away. So I'm almost locked in on this line. But maybe we can change this line somehow. I don't know. This is just me thinking out loud again, but I'm probably gonna toy around with that later on. So maybe this side will stay the same, but this side over here, maybe we bring these shelves like here, you know, and then we just have like a self-checkout square right here. So we have like another one of these guys like here or something. And then we just have like a little self-checkout section. And then in the back, we can have our money sorting and processing section. I don't know, just thoughts. But this episode, I want to start making relics. Because relics, I believe, because we can funnel them into a knowledge altar, that gives us upgrade points here, which I think is going to be kind of crucial. So, I think that's where I want to go, and I'm thinking about. I put 1 point into logistics. I'm thinking about doing another one. Belt speed's been kind of like dope, and moving stuff around faster or pulling it out of boxes and stuff is nice. Because, oh man, look at this. It's all backed up. It's actually kind of nice. I like it when it's at this stage. When we're at a point where we don't need it anymore. Oh, yeah. I don't know if I showed you guys that I doubled up on the quicklime too. Because we had two guys going. But, yeah, I doubled up on the crucibles. Which has been able to been fueled by my two little charcoal things. No problem. Like, even when it was at full tilt, perfectly fine. The rocks, however, they kind of struggled a little bit. But I knew that once this backed up, it'd be fine. Because technically, I need a rock crusher or a stone crusher per 3 of these guys. So, 2 for these 2. And then I should have gotten a 2 for another 2 of these guys. But, I don't know. It just kind of worked itself out, and you know, eventually it got to a point where it didn't need it, and then they backed up enough to where it's fine. So honestly, what the smart thing to do here would be to get rid of like 3 of these guys, and then put in a big chest here, like this, because then we build up a stock, right, for whenever we need it. In fact, I'll just give it an extra 100 stone there. That way, when these belts need that stone, it can pull it for those big orders, right? Honestly, that's probably the best way to go about doing stuff. And granted, that's gonna eat up our rocks, right? We're gonna spend more money on rocks until this is filled up. But then after it's done, we don't need that anymore, and then we're good. And then whatever. You guys understand what I'm trying to say. But I'm thinking that this little area right here should be more than enough for relics. Or should we do a relic on the other side? Ugh. No, because this side is set up for like fertilizer and all that stuff, so I don't really want to mess with that. We could do relics on a second floor. Because I think all I need is like wood and flax, right? So, because it requires the pulleys. Let's see. Here. Yeah, 1,200 wood, 1,800 gears, 600 pulleys. Which this is not per minute numbers, which I don't like. That's per 10 minutes, I think. 600 seconds, right? Right? Is that math? That's math. So each one of those is by 10 is what my per minute needs to be. So 60, 180, and 120 going right to left. So that's more manageable. Granted, we're going to be spending a lot of money on wood, but we can grab our advanced fertilizer from here, and we can fire it up to the second floor, no problem. And I'm thinking that's probably the smart choice. Because the relic is not like any other thing where I can share resources from, so I'm thinking that if we throw it up onto a second floor, it'll be okay. And then maybe we can do, I don't know what the next relic is going to be, but I'm sure it's going to be even more complicated. Alright, let's see how our day went. 31,000 in turquoise sales, not bad. 7,000 in healing potions. I'm honestly surprised this is selling still as much as it does. 115 vitality potions for 37 grand. Yeah, so we're making like 100k a day, which is not bad. That has increased, thankfully, because of the turquoise, and I kind of appreciate they have a new resource on each tier that is somewhat easy to make. That gives you a lot of money, you know? So, like this one, what are we going to be making? Ooh, the enhanced grinder. I've seen this. Works at twice the speed as a regular one. That's sick. Ooh, Saturn. There we go. So we're going to need glass, clay, and whatever that white powder is. Oh, it's probably this. Salt. Which is going to be quicklime and charcoal. So yeah, that would make sense to have our Saturn one up here as well. So we can make Jupiter over here and Saturn over here, because then we could pull our quicklime that we're backed up here on, right? Because this is producing more quicklime than we need for vitality potions. So that should be... And then we have tons of charcoal extra over here too. Although our charcoal setup is really compact, so I might just put another charcoal setup up there for it, you know? Because this can do... Shit, I don't know. Like, that's 22, 44, 66. 66 charcoal per thing. So it's 120-ish. Making 45. Well, I guess not at full tilt, but still. It's like maybe 85%-ish that speed. So maybe around 100-ish. Whatever. It doesn't matter. I really need to stop doing math on these. I'm not a math person. I married someone who's a math person, so I don't have to do math. Okay, so let's throw some stairs here. And I think I understand how to do the shelf method now, because you need to put it on a wall. Something about putting it on a wall changes the characteristics of this shelf. Also, I'm just now realizing that you can put a shelf overlapping. Weird. Very weird. So I can't clone it and put it onto a wall again, but I can put it on the floor. And if I want to put it on a wall, I got to grab another one. But it's odd that it sticks out one. even on the flat area. You see that? See how it's floating? I don't think I ever realized that. Oh well. So I'm hoping that we can put a staircase here. Yeah, so there it is. I think I was turning it around the last time. But, and then I guess we can just clone this, right? I'm hoping. Was it caps lock? Nope, not the right height. I think that's not the right height. That's the right height. Oh, come on. Okay, nope, it didn't like that. Oh, I'm out of nails. Oh, wait, maybe I was just out of nails. Ooh, good point. See how I'm always out of nails? Isn't that weird? Okay, so this is the height we want. We're gonna caps lock, and we're gonna try to sneak her on over there. There we go. Look at that! Isn't that nice? And we'll just get our height right. And maybe move it over one? Yeah. So move it over like 1 or 2. So we'll do that, and we'll cut. And then we can just snug it up to the floor. And look at that. Look at how nice that staircase is. Oh, it's so much nicer. We don't got to do that. In fact, I'm just going to get rid of that one. And we're going to come over here, copy. I'm out of nails. It uses a lot of nails, if it wasn't already obvious. But worth it, in my mind. 160 nails for this? Easy. Easiest decision of my life. Oh, it's beautiful. Love it. Okay. So now we're up here. And, man, it'd be really nice to have pillars. But I think that's a hammer upgrade? I haven't been getting carpenter upgrades. Building tool? Yeah, building tool. So I need steel. So maybe in the next episode we'll work on steel. Because I think I have that unlocked. I will here in 29 seconds. Hi, Squeaky. Okay, alright. If you're going to be up here, you got to squeak for everybody. No? No, she gets quiet once she jumps up on my desk. Okay? You can't be up here. Sorry, cat break. You guys know how it is. Okay, so we need a shaper somewhere. So we have 2 inputs, so I gotta space this out, right? Oof, but I don't know what the space I'm gonna need for the items. I know we're gonna need a lot of wood, right? So where's our table saws? How's this looking? Okay, so maybe I should base it off of that. So we have a room for a conveyor belt there. So each one of these does 45, 90, 180. Okay, so four is enough for that. So let's move this guy. So we can align him at least with those. Right? Okay. And then we'll bring in money here. And we'll get grid locks for these too. Just so we're not, you know, using up all this space. Okay. Gosh, I really don't want to get rid of the 2 rotten logs that I have in my inventory because they cost so much. It'd be really nice to be able to sell stuff back somehow. That'd be, at 4. Oh, that hurts. Alright. So that's the wood. Now we need small wooden gears. We need 270 small wooden gears. And small wooden gears is planks. No, that's for that. Large wooden gears make small ones. So every one of those makes 3 of these in a processor. And to make that, it's just wood into a grinder. So we need to put it into a grinder and then into a processor. Okay. So we could probably do another 2 of these, maybe? I'm thinking. So we do this into like 3 grinders, right? Well, let's actually, we could see the math because we got it hooked up down here, right? So one of these 15 a minute, so it's 30, 45. Yeah. Okay, so that math checks out. And then these guys want only 7.5. Interesting. To make 22.5. Oof. Why do these numbers got to be like this? These numbers are probably fine. It's because I increased the speed, right? I'm almost wondering if we just get one more, if we'll get more round numbers. And the only reason we have off numbers is because of that. Okay, let me just get myself a calculator so I don't gotta do those math. I keep filming these episodes early in the morning and I'm just like not ready. So if we need, was it 180 a minute? 270. So if we need 270 a minute. Oh, you run into a wall? Yes? She's got the super zooms right now, so she's just running. Ow! Ow! She jumped back up onto my lap. Listen, you're interrupting my video, madam. You're interrupting my video. I feel like I almost need to have my camera on when she's around. Because I know it's probably one thing to hear her zooming around and me always complaining about it. Okay, so whoa, there's no way I need 12 of these. No way. So 270 divided by 22.5 means I need 12 of these processors. There's no shot. There's no shot I need 12. Right? 12 times 22.5 is 270. No. No. The children are wrong. 12 seems just outrageous. Like, I mean, I'm looking at 6 table saws here, but 12 processors to make enough wooden gears, small wooden gears for this? No way. We're probably going to need a little bit more floor here. Oh, where'd that piece go? We got a rogue piece somewhere. I legitimately need to just start building my floors out of the little guys here. That gives me a lot more flexibility to like pop a hole down. And I don't think that it's... So we got 5 versus 20. Yeah, it's the same math. So... Okay, let's just make a couple small wooden gears, right? Because let's just see what's going on here. All right, grinders. So let's just immediately do our 6, right? Okay. And then those guys... What was the math on these guys? Where they? I think they equaled the same amount, but 15. Okay. So wait. So each grinder, if these are 15, and these only need 7.5, that means each grinder can fuel 2 processors. Holy shit. Holy shit. That's gonna be... That's 12 processors. Ain't no way. All right, I got processors on my bar there. So let's just look at that, okay? So let's try to keep this as compact as we can try to. So we got this guy can fuel those 2, right? Okay. And we're already out of wood. Let's go to our trash can over here. We'll pull it out of the trash. We're probably going to need nails too. Okay. So these guys... Oh man, how do we do this? So these go out. That could be our main line, right? Our conveyor belt speed's not going to be fast enough. Cuz what's our conveyor belt? Where do I see that? Tab. 105. We can't feed 270 in one belt. So this can't be on this side. We need to move all this to the other side. Cut. No, not that part. This part. You know what? I'm just gonna... I'm literally trying to reinvent the wheel here, and it's just better to get rid of it. Okay. So... Let's move these guys at least. So we'll move them. Because we're going to need... These 2 guys are going to fuel all 12, actually. So we need to put them farther back. Maybe I should work backwards? If we're trying to make this compact? No. Shit. So we'll just put that back there, right? So let's just say, right now, we need 12 processors, right? And each one of these small wooden gears can do 22.5. And if we have 22.5, or rather, what's our belt speed? 110? 105. 105 divided by 22.5. So we can do 4 of these machines, no problem, on each belt. So yeah, that math works out. So 4 per belt will give us all the gears that we need to maximize this. So we do maybe like this. And then, so that's one. And then each one of these should get fueled just fine by a single belt. Right? I really got to set the recipes on these for when I copy them. So maybe this is just the setup. We can do that again. One more over. And we just bring it back. Is that as compact as it can get? I don't think so. Because this is making it really long, right? So we would need... well, first off, we need more big gears. Weirdly enough, we need big gears. Let's go to sleep while we're here. 113,000 that day. Not bad. I wish the higher end, the more expensive stuff. I wish it was more expensive to least expensive item-wise every time, just so I can see where the money's flowing in and out of. Okay, so I think that maybe this flipped to the other side is the way to go, right? So if we can just, oh, wait, come on. We just copy that and put that over here. Right? Yeah. That's the output. That is the output. Okay. And then we have our input needed there. Okay. That's pretty compact. So now we just need 4 here. And we can do it kind of the same way. I guess it doesn't need to be rotated like that. Also, copy that one so I have the recipe. The way that they're flipped also doesn't matter. I'm just kind of doing it for aesthetic reasons. You know? Again, aesthetic reasons, just pushing them out one by one. So there we go. There's our 12, right? And that'll be our feed for those guys. And then you need to come out. And then... so there it is. And we have 3 belts, which at 7.5, 7.5 times 4, each one needs 30 logs, which is... So if each belt needs 30, and we have 3 belts, Go back. 3 belts. We need 90. So 45 and 45. This, yeah, this should do it. It's just I'm a little worried about splitting it to 3 from 2 sources, you know? But maybe that won't matter. Maybe we'll be able to like kind of load shift it around. Okay, so we'll cut those and we'll bring that over. I guess we'll just try to keep it centered. Wait, no. So it's two per thing. So let's do this, and then this one we'll cut and move over just 1. So these 2 guys feed this one. And then these 2 feed that guy. And these 2 feed that one. There we go. Holy cow. Math rocks. Okay, and then we'll put our purchasing portal on this side, right? Because our money should be coming down this way, right? Oh no, I have them faced here. Okay. I'm being real lazy here. Just so I don't have to choose log again. Alright, so that's where our money needs to come down for these. So I need 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 spots for this. I think I got enough for blockers. And then now we have to figure out how we're going to make our linen rope, which is going to have to come onto this other side. This last port here is going to have to be that. Okay. I think this is pretty good so far. I'm pretty happy with this. I like the symmetry, I think, the most out of it. And I'm glad we worked backwards, because I felt like that makes the most sense. And like this could probably get pushed down 1 more, but it'll be okay. I'm not too worried. And make sure all of these are set to small gears. They are. Okay. We'll figure out how to get money to these guys too at some point. You're probably just going to be a hopper. And you may not be a hopper, because I think the money is going to come in from that side. So we'll just wait. Rope. So we need flax for that. And flax needs to be turned into... Okay, it needs to go through 2 processors. So we need to grind the flax. Okay, so that's probably a flax into 3 of these guys, because I believe we can get 90 out of these guys with advanced. Because I only want 1 nursery up there. Which, am I making flax over here? Might be. I am. So it's 105. Okay, so 105 is much different. That's going to be able to saturate these 90 requirement here to make rope. Okay, yeah, because just one of these wants 90. And then these... Interesting. So we can have 3 processors after one of these guys to fill our rope quota. Because those want 15. Oh. Actually, no. So fit 2 of them. Just 2 of them will make enough for pulleys. But this makes 22.5 a minute. Uh-oh. 22.5 a minute, and you want 90. I want 90. That means we need 4. Okay. Working backwards now, right? So if we need 4 of these guys, we're timesing all of these by 4. Holy shit, you're going to need so much wood. Okay, so maybe this is where the, like, slowdown is on our one thing. I don't know, because if we need 4 of these guys, then we need 4 times as many rope guys. So we need to produce 90 rope a minute, which is going to be 6 of these processors. Oh, man. That's... I guess we could... Could we bring rope, additional rope up there? Because, like, we're overproducing here, and rope is not a huge seller. So this 200 rope should be plenty. So maybe we have a little bit of rope production up there, but maybe we bring a line here up. Like up to this window, and then we like just do shelves down to bring it over. I mean, that look kind of cool, right? Right? Why are you doing that? Why are you shaking like that? It's like a shimmer. You know what? I'm not a huge fan of volumetric fog in a lot of games, although this one actually seems to make it darker. Okay. So do we have to start this way then and go that way all the way down and flip around? Because maybe we need 2 nurseries. Gosh, that's going to be a lot of flax. Because what did I say? We needed 6 things of rope at a time, which means we need 6 times this number, which is going to be 180, which means we need 6 of that. Wait, no. Yes. Yeah, because we need it. Basically, we need that 6 number goes all the way down the train, all the way down. So if we want 6 of that, that's what, 540. So we need 540 flax fiber a minute. Which, if each one of these does 90, these are 30, so we need 3 per one of these. Which means I think we need 6 of these guys, right? We need 6, 6, 6, 6, because it's all, yeah, it's all 1-to-1 at this point. So whatever we feed into here is exactly 1 processor worth. And we need 6 of these processors. And what did I say? 4 of these guys, right? Yeah. Oh man. These relics are no joke. These relics are no joke. Gosh, that's a lot of flax. How about this? How about we have a slight surplus of fertilizer down there, right? Because everything else is backing up. We've backed up on both of our potions, so we don't need this advanced fertilizer as often as we did. Can we use that to fuel 3 more nurseries up here? Maybe. Because those 3 will give us 315 flax per minute. But we need 540, right? Wow, that's so expensive. Okay, so I'm thinking maybe we do the 3 and then we maybe try to supplement the rope from the other side. Ooh, but that's gonna hit the whole line. Then we're creating rope the entire time down there, which is gonna use more fertilizer. Okay, I think that this is just going to be the one that we're going to slack on. For now. Like, really, honestly, like, legitimately, fertilizer is such a hard product for us to do that it very well might require, like, a whole factory section just to overproduce that fertilizer. Because we have some over here, right? We have some over here, and it's not being used, and it's ready to be used. I'm actually so curious why I just saw that go down 1. Right? You guys saw that. The whole line shifted down 1? Wait, what? Where are you going? Oh, right. Yeah, you're being used for this. Okay. Of course, it's being used. Okay. I say we just ball. I'm thinking way too much about it. I'm thinking way too much about it. I say we ball. I say we do 3 nurseries up here, right? 3 nurseries for flax. Okay. And each one of those is going to produce 105 flax, which is going to be like 3.5. If our grinders do 45, right? So 105 divided by 45, right? Yeah, so 2.3. So wait, no, that math is wrong. It's not. Is it 45? Is that how much you guys are grinding at? 30. Okay. 45 is down the line. So if we have 105 divided by 30, yeah, 3.5. So if we have 3.5 grinders here, which we can totally do. So, I mean, there's not going to be a clean way to do that with all of these right next to each other like that, right? But what if we did a little, like, stack? And then we do, like, this. Right? That's, you know, I don't hate this. Don't hate this. We can just copy it and then paste it on all of these. We'll do area. Copy. Paste. Paste. Okay. So that gives us our 3.5 grinders. We could let it back up, I guess, but I'm kind of like, I kind of want that extra half. I feel like we're going to need it. And then these need to go into processors. So each one of these does 30. And this for, no, flax, yeah, because we're getting flax fiber from the grinders. They need 90. So that's going to be 3 of these. But with all 3, we could probably get a 4th processor in. Right? So if we bring them back a little bit. So how do we combine all of these into, because one of these is going to have to share from all the belts. So I almost want all of these belts to be on the same thing, but it's just not going to be possible. So we have like the easy route, right? 2 to 2. Or maybe it's just better to have that one go straight down. And then we have our upper row here, which we have 30, 30. You guys will tell me if I'm crazy, right? So this is only getting 60. This is only getting 60. That's only getting 60. This is getting 3. So that's technically that one should be okay. These are getting 3. No. We need to combine them more, right? Okay. Do we just do something like this? And we just inject partway through, like all of them? And then these ones should go this way. And then these two can merge here. Right? And then this guy can... I gotta merge it on this line. I think I gotta bring this over here. And then bring it behind that one. Like that. I think... Although it doesn't look great, I think this is good. Because these 4 are going to be 90 plus for this guy. So this one's getting the 0.5. Then we have our 0.5 here. And that's going to go straight down into this one, with its overflow going towards this 0.5. And this one has 0.5 and it goes down the line. I think that'll work. And I'm just going to roll with it. So these guys give us 30, which I believe we can put right into rope, right? Is that what I said? Yeah. So each one of these is going to get their own processor right after it. And then all of these ropes need to go to a assembler. Let's just check the math on it. For this guy, right? No, for 4 of these, right? Is that what it said? Because we need 4 to hit the quota of 90, right? 90 divided by 22.5 is 4, yeah. So if you are making 15 a minute, that's 30. So this is another load balancing thing. So 15 a minute though, we can process on 1 belt. So yeah, it's 2, we combine 2 to bring into 2. So that means you get that one, and then you also get that one. So we have to combine these 2 and then split them into 2. Because 30... Shit. No, because 2 of these is just putting it over 1. One of those. Yeah, because that's going to be 44, 45. So 2 of these wants 3 of these. Man, that's so... I don't like this at all. And then we'll drop down these guys into here, or planks. Each one of these needs 45, so we need 2 belts coming in here from two more saws. Man. So I need I need another lane here of rope, or I pull rope from the other side. Cuz we need another 2 more of these. So we need this plus another set, right? Which is going to be another nursery. I do like how compact we've kept it. I don't like the splitting of the grinders here. And there's probably a better way about this that I'm not seeing. But I don't know what that is right now. So do we do that? Do we try to get the 0.2 a minute thing, or do we just have it go 20 minutes to get us 1? Right? Because isn't that what the math is? 0.2 a minute means that we need... Oh no, we need 5 minutes for 1. Or we can have it be 10 minutes. Well, I'm not at half. Not at half, right? So maybe a little less than 10 minutes. Maybe we're at like 8 minutes. Wow. So let's see. If we have to clone that section, right? So it pushes us off 1, which isn't great, but we got to keep the things compacted, right? So this means now that these three need to go into these guys. Oh. So this guy now gets combined with that, and those go into those two. And then these three go into those two. I guess we could scooch these guys over too, but we've made our bed and we're gonna lie in it. So, shit. And now we need to bring wood over, which we might be able to like just like send it over the top here. We just need 2 lanes, right? We could build 2 lanes of wood through here. Like I can send one down this way, one down this way. And we can get wood over there. Yeah, because I just need... Oh. Right, and then these guys... I think I could get over these guys, maybe. No, it needs to be higher. And then... And can I drawbridge over this, maybe? Almost. Almost. So can we do that from over here? I guess maybe. Actually, the better question would be here. Then how far over? Okay, that'll work. And we just do that, right? And that's where our 2 wood things will go. Which I guess we could just piggyback off of this line here. Well, no, because I need fertilizer to go into these guys. Which we're going to have to do it like this. Just so it gets sent out evenly on them. No, it's gotta be 2 dedicated lines for that. Oh shit, yeah, that's right. I got a fucking 4th. I got a 4th one over here. Okay, so we'll just do that then, and then this is our input for fertilizer. Or is that splitting too much? Because we lose half. And that's a long distance for it to go. And maybe we just do it like that. Not happy about it, but it'll be okay. Okay, we need our wood for these guys. Let's rethink that, right? So if we need or I guess does it make more sense to do it like that? I mean, either way, it's going to be... No, because our output is over here. My initial instincts was correct. That. And then I don't think we're going to have room on the back side of this for even a hopper. We do. Okay. Need to go get some stoppers for this guy. But you will take that one, and you go out one. And we'll be out of wood. To the trash can. I feel like I've started with really good intentions on this thing, and I really lost the plot on it. Like, I feel like a lot of this probably could have taken up that spot, but I guess we're walking up there. I'll make that excuse. Okay. And what I think I might do is get that wood started. So, let's go buy 2 logs. Just to saturate that line before we kickstart this thing. Because it's got a long ways to go. So that's 45 a minute. Oh no, we need more. I need double this. Oh my gosh. Oh, okay. Okay, let's let that wood go for a minute. So I need another line of 6 of these guys right here. So is it better to turn them all so they're facing forward like this, so we have one belt back here for all of them? I think so. So we have... It's going to make a little U-turn, but that's okay. 2, 3, 4, 6. This relic requires so much wood. It's crazy. Okay, we're going to go straight to that one. This one's going to get interjected to that one. This one goes to there. And this also goes like that. That's bonkers, man. And now our purchasing portal goes back here. And we just... And now I need to go get more. So we'll just put the wood on those. 2 more wood and 4 more blockers. Please let me know in the comments. You guys gotta let me know. Like, am I crazy for any part of this? What am I overthinking about? Like what could be done better here that I'm missing? Am I overproducing something? Am I like I'm sure we could put the stuff on top of this, you know, like we could cover this whole thing up and put that wood on top of this guy, no problem, right? But if this is the first relic right here, that second one I'm a little bit more nervous about. But I guess for the second one, we're also going to be stealing a lot of the goods from down there. So maybe it's not to be worried about too much. Like we're gonna be taking taking glass, something else, you know. We could have been pulling some of the wooden gold pulleys up here as well, I guess, to not have whatever I'm doing here happen, but you know, it is what it is. Let's get 4 seeds. Right? And then set up our fertilizer up here. All right, I need to get blockers for this as well. So our fertilizer, I'm gonna see if I can't like get a hopper to catch it up here, right? And then I need 2, 4, 6, 8 blockers really quick. Okay, there's our advanced one. Okay, we're kind of lined up already, which is great. However, I don't know the distance we gotta hit to... Oh, okay, all right. Can we go back farther? No. Can we do one of these guys? No. Yes, but you're hitting soap, which means we can end our day. 106,000. Okay, we're doing good. I think we're gonna be able to fuel all that wood up there, no problem. Because again, wood is cheap. Wood is cheap. So, what am I looking for again? This guy. So we can get away. That's as far as we can get it. So we just got to make this short hop here. Which I guess we'll just keep it simple. Not think about it too much. That guy into here. This guy into there. And we got fertilizer up there. Now we just got to get money up there. Which we have some money here, right? But I guess, you know what? I got room for a second guy right here. I could put another one like right there. And then we can shoot to a shelf here. And then that can change our trajectory out that way. Or, you know what? I could just put floors. And then we can do it from up there. So let's do hopper here. And then can we sneak over to here? No. Just do a couple. Okay, so we can do there. Okay, so now we got money there. And I think from here we should be able to sneak it over to the wall. Because I think that they do allow like a little bit of leeway, yeah. Well, maybe doing it that close is probably not a great idea, but that's okay. And for this guy, we want a little bit because we're out of rope. Who would have thought we would be out of rope? How am I doing on nails? Doing great on nails. Because we have to send more money down, right? We need to have the conveyor belt here so we can... Here's set to wood. Perfect. And we gotta send... Now I'm out of large gears. Things I almost never run out... Wait, no. Small gears. Things I almost never run out of, I'm running out of. Yeah, so if we can get, like... We can hit, like, this hopper. I'll be happy, but that's kind of far. So let's just see. That's way too far. Yeah, that's our fertilizer, right? Yeah, okay. Can we do that? We can. We're going to do the same thing here because we need to put all those small wooden gears in there. Ready to go already. Okay, so we're going to spend a lot of money on this first upkeep, right? Not a big deal. So happen to have some advanced fertilizer on me. So you are doing 105, which is going to get our whole setup going. We didn't even attach this line yet. That's okay. We don't need to. We'll do... I'm going to catch it right here. Not the thing. That's the thing. This is going to rip through our fertilizer for a little bit. But is what it is. Hopefully it'll keep up. I don't know. I really don't know how this is going to handle it. But we won't know until we start doing it. So okay. And we're off. So this guy has got to be the input for all these dudes. And this output will go over this thing. Actually, the crossway tunnel was meant for this, right? We haven't used that yet, so I'm kind of curious of what that looks like. Oh, look at that. Our first relic, baby. And it's almost continuously going. It's close to it, you know. It's not bad. We still have to kind of like we have to analyze, I think, our lines here. Like, where are we getting stuck? So, like, this looks like it's getting stuck already. So I'm thinking we could probably get away with doing that. I'm watching the wheels spin on these machines because the wheels should be constantly going for it to always be producing, you know? I don't know. I think I'm okay with this. Yeah, this one's feasting. This one's feasting. Like, if we combine these two... Get rid of that. Yeah, I think that's better. This one's not doing so hot here. I don't know where or how this is getting blocked up as much as it is. $10. Look at, oh my god, look at this. Look at this backup here. Although we're going to be eaten through our reserves pretty quick. Yeah, I don't know why this one... What's different about this one? Let's see. It also has 4 compared to everybody else. Why is this one backed up more than all the others? Is it just because of how I've introduced it into the line? Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it would be better if I had this like that, and then we have that line instead of this one. And that way it's just going straight. Okay. All right. That looks better. Okay. Our rope production's doing okay. It's obviously not as great as I want it to be because we're dealing with some half percents here and there, and we didn't really account for that with combining some of the belts, but that's okay. We have a pretty solid supply of wooden pulleys going through. Oh, look, you can actually... Oh, it like builds it from the bottom up. So you actually have a representation of like the build of it. That's cool. So now that we've done our initial wood, you know, which is, you know, this is a lot more logs than I would want, but I think it's okay. This is not bad, you know? Like, what is it? Control Y to get rid of your UI. Like, this is all right, you know? There's a... I think that I'm okay with this size of machine. Like, looking back at it, like, you can definitely rearrange stuff because we were doing a little bit of band-aids, you know, band-aid work. Like, all of the sawmills could probably be put on a second level, and then you just drop the wood where you need it from above because that's taking up the most space. But you can definitely see how you could stack this whole factory, you know? And I think the wooden pulley section absolutely needs the most work, for sure. Everything else was very easy to kind of like see the lines and the throughput and everything like that. But the wooden pulley part, I feel like definitely could be retuned. I don't think I'm going to do it. I think I will just leave this the way it is, but hopefully you guys watching this, if you haven't already made one, maybe you can like approach yours in a different way. But I'm pretty happy with this. I think this is fine. I think I'm okay with this. It's very compact for what it is. It's just the shape. The shape is a little weird, right? Because we have like dead space over here. We have a little bit of dead space here, but that's, you know, you gotta take some and and just kind of be with what it is. But now that we have Jupiters being made at not a very fast rate, which, you know, the way that these people buy stuff, if we throw a relic shelf down here, because these, I think, three Jupiters can stand on this, right? And we can drop this one from above as well. We can just launch it down here. They're gonna buy it up immediately, and then I'm gonna be like, well, I don't know what to tell you guys. You're gonna have to wait another 8 minutes for another one, you know? Which I guess we could have timed this at where we're at, like what our actual time is. I'm guessing it's about 8 minutes. I don't think that we're at the double the time it takes, but we're not at the 0.2 either. I think we're at like a 175 a minute. Because these guys aren't getting enough rope. That's our biggest problem, is that we're not getting enough rope. So we could supplement that, right? We could bring a whole rope line in and snake it around. And, I mean, we'd probably catapult it. And we can give these guys more rope. The rope that they deserve. I could just go to each one of these and just throw a bunch of rope into them. And that'll complete our first one. I guess I could look at the footage and see when we first started to when it completes. Although I did just alter the number a little bit by throwing rope into here, but there's our first one. There's our first Jupiter. Look at that. Crafted at Shaper. Obtainable experience 10. So our little table here. Upgrade process 0 of 4. Wait, so we need four Jupiters, or is that 10 experience? So 4 experience? I'm curious. I gotta put one in. Attainable experience 2. So what does that mean? Oh. Wait. Okay. Wait, did that give us a point? No, 1. Oh, there we go. We got 1. So what is this? Okay, so we're getting 2 per tick, and we need 11 now to get another point. Okay. So, oh, is it because Jupiter only gives us 2? Is that what it is? So that number right there depends on the relic you throw into it? Okay. So we have 2 points now, which means I don't have to feel guilty about doing our line a little bit more. Just because it's fun. Why not have faster lines? Faster catapults might actually be pretty good too. Honestly, I love the catapults right now. Although, like, now do we... This would make our... Shit, does this make it faster, or does this make them last longer? Nah, it makes the production higher. So we're doing 120 now, which honestly might help our grinders a little bit more. So 120, yeah. So now our 4 grinders here would be saturated, right? Which in turn is going to give us more all the way down the road, which might give us more rope. Wait, that's a really good point. Hold on. 1,000 copper to reset. No, I'll wait for another thing. I think I'm going to put it into fertilizer. Because if we can increase the output of these, that's going to help every machine down the road, and then that'll keep us up. which in return gives us more of these, which gives us more points, right? Because we don't need it for money right now. We don't need it for money. Like, we're making plenty of money right now. I think we should be ending our day pretty soon. I'm curious to what our first day of purchasing wood for this is going to be. But yeah, if we produce more from our fertilizer, from our nurseries, that'll back those up, which means we use less fertilizer for everything down the road. Even our basic fertilizer down here is going to be more potent. Still 45. So I guess those didn't get as big of a bump as everything else. Or was this 30? Shit, I don't remember. Was this 30 or 45? It might have been 30. Oof. I don't remember. But yeah, look at that. Our flax here is backing up, which means we're going to use less of our basic fertilizer. Which means, yep, this whole line is backed up now. Which is great. Okay, that I don't know. I think that might be the play. Because fertilizer is really is a huge pain to make, right? So if we back up our entire line because our fertilizer is more efficient, then we can use it for more stuff and not have to expand our production of it. Yes. Yes, that's big brain right there. We just need one more of these guys. Look at that! I think we're at 5 minutes! Just from that one upgrade. Holy cow! Oh, here we go. Okay. Okay, so we made 116,000 that day. We spent 74,000 because we bought so many logs up front, right? So our next day's expenditure should be less. So what I'm going to do, because we go to bed at like 1 a.m., I think. I'm going to let this go for a whole day. And before I end the episode, I'm going to come back. And I'm not going to touch the fertilizer at all. So this skill point thing that's going to come through here, I'm going to let it rock. Okay? I'll let this go for a day. And we'll come back at the end of this episode and we'll see what our full production is without me touching anything. Because this should be going now. Ooh, we're pretty close to 5 minutes. We're pretty close to it. That's not bad. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, so we're closing up on 1 a.m. right now. I timed this Jupiter and I was bang on. 7.5 minutes on the dot is how fast we're making these things. So we're not quite at 5 minutes, but we're not at the double. I think I estimated like 8 minutes. We're at 7.5 minutes on the dot per Jupiter. So we only made like one in that time. So we got this guy here. I'll just throw him. Oh, throw him in. So we got, I think, another point. But we're about to be done with our day. I guess I'm at 2 a.m. I thought it was 1 a.m. So we're just gonna chill for a little bit longer. I also really like this thing. It takes up a lot of room, but it kind of would do the same thing if I was to like hit it with like these guys and then, you know, have it go up and down, you know? So, and it's stackable. A new skill point. Heck yeah. So we got 2 points, which I'm absolutely going to do in fertilizer. And then I'm thinking maybe like sales or, ooh, wait, relic withdrawal bonus. So that's probably that 2. So what's 10% of 2? 0.2? So this is our first full day of me not touching it. 137 turquoise. That's actually a crazy day for turquoise. So we're at 117 earnings. So we're going up a little bit. And 66,000 cost. So wow, we bought 57 logs? Really? So we're still making money. We are still making money. We are making more money than we're spending, and that's the goal. We're saturated on our money lines over here, which is pretty easy. It's just wood. How we doing over here? Okay, so this line needs a little bit, but it's just there that it like, and it's overnight. It's because people stop coming into the store at like 11 p.m. Which, you know, I don't know. If the store's closed, if people aren't coming that late, then they should just close. But I don't know. You can make the argument that the time that there is no one buying stuff is time for you to restock on your stuff. Like that's time of your factory producing goods to make a backstock of things. Everybody's so happy that there's no Jupiters in the store. No one wants a Jupiter right now. That's crazy talk. We need to spend a couple of days of the game running in the background for me to get that, to get skill points. Holy shit. Dude, 65 silver is not worth it. 5 silver for this, that's actually kind of worth it. Ooh, 200% market price for 60 turquoise. We could do that. We can flex that right now. So I need pulleys and turquoise. So our pulleys are here. And what is it? 60 turquoise? Just do this, turn it in really quick, and then urgent. The urgent ones are almost always worth it because you get that 200%. And we'll put that 40 back. And our pulleys here. Yeah, you know what? I'll keep the 24. And we'll just inject this money into this line here because I don't want to carry copper. All right, not bad. So 90,000. Okay, so that was a silver worth. And 700-ish. That was 2 silvers worth. Ooh, that guy just dropped 3 silver. Ah, man. See, like that's I think where we could do like sales, right? Because the purchasing, oh yeah, that's right, 25% purchase increase. We do this, we get 50% more purchase increase. We don't got to worry about money anymore. Our fertilizer's good. I think our next one will go into fertilizer though. And then maybe we throw Relic withdrawal. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like now that we have our own way of getting points. Granted, it's getting a lot harder each time, right? But now that we're getting our own, I don't know. Maybe it'd be worth it to like just let this rock for a bit just to get a couple more of these points, because that could help us out. Fertilizer is going to help us out massively, I think. I don't know. Is it just me? I don't know. It feels like this is like worth it more than the production time. You know, although I wouldn't want to take this down to 0.1 a minute. That would be unbearable. 14 or 15 minutes per one. That'd be crazy. So I think we'll just leave that the way it is. But I think like 1, maybe even 2. If we do 2 more fertilizer points, I think that would help us out along every single thing that uses fertilizer from there on, because we can then take this advanced fertilizer and use it on more stuff. And I know that there's going to be more fertilizer stuff in the future, and there's different fertilizer things, right? Like I saw someone talking about like big clay or something like that, and then fertile catalyst is another big one, and then panacea is another one I know of. Oh my god, we make crowns later on. We have to take this as far as we can, right? There's no way. So does this mean that you guys... Oh, that was 2 silver. Oh, 8 silver. Oh. Oh, that was so much. That was so much. How much you give us? 2. Okay. That's not bad.
That's not bad. Ooh, gosh, our cash register might overflow at some point. So are they buying more or are they spending more? How does that work? Customer purchase increase. So they're buying 50% more things? It must be, because profits would be the other one. Like they're willing to spend 6% more on stuff. So they must be buying more things now. So our profit last day was 115,000. Who knows what this will be? Two silver for that? Almost 3? Okay. All right. Hey, by all means. Hey, soak it up, huh? Soak it up. Buy more stuff. Like, sprinkle it out, though. Don't just buy, like, a ton of vitality potions or something. You know? Like, buy some mortar. You guys loved mortar. Remember how much you loved mortar early on? You guys couldn't get enough mortar. You loved it. Small gears. Turquoise? You could buy a lot of turquoise. I actually have a lot of turquoise. You can... Oh, 3 silver. Look at that. Oh, gosh. We're going to be... We're going to be swimming. We might need to... Ooh. Yeah, that line's going to get backed up. Which I think I'm okay with. Man, yeah, you know what? That's fine. That's fine if that backs up. It'll be ready whenever it needs it. Right? Ooh, where do we want to back that up? Do we want to have like a chest here? Like a little pass-through one here? Because this side won't back up because it's always going to go here. 16 gold. Right? But this side, it might. I'll think about this. I'll whatever. That's not super interesting. I'll figure something out there. Thanks everybody for watching. If you like this episode, give it a like. I appreciate it. Leave a comment. Let me know where I'm messing up, where I'm overthinking. If I should just like trust my gut a little bit more, because like I feel like my mental number game is like all right. It's just with my little dumb doo-doo ADHD brain, I have to kind of think it out loud and work through it, you know, for everything to make sense. So anyways, I'm going to go. Thanks everybody for watching, and I'll see you for the next one. Bye-bye.